Mike McDaniel speaking with the media after the game last night, talking about the guy everyone seems to be talking about, Ollie Gordon II. What is his status? And along with the whole status of what's supposed to be running back number 2, Jalen Wright.
Oh, we playing sound?
Mm-hmm.
When did you tell me this?
When I said Mike McDaniel spoke with the media last night.
That's still not telling me that we were playing sound. I don't even know where this is at right now. What is it? Mike McDaniel, Ollie Gordon? There we go.
We're kind of evaluating a couple options procedurally. It appears to be the week-to-week category. So, I think Ollie did a very good job today. Mastering the non-on-ball assignments. I thought he did a better job with that. I thought he competed, and for the most part, I think his tracks were good. His assignments were 100%. So it was a good day for rookie back in terms of getting his feet wet, and it didn't look too big for him. But we'll keep pressing forward with the group, and I look forward to those guys' continued improvement.
So Jalen Wright, week to week, which is not a very good sign right there, especially for his future with the Dolphins, because it seems like Ollie Gordon has made some headway. They say he's still a rookie, still getting his feet wet, but Mike McDaniel making the same statements that we made about Ollie Gordon II. Stage does not look too big for him when he's gotten into preseason games, of course, preseason games. But Ollie Gordon II, so far, he has looked all right. There is an injury that we have to start worrying about for the Miami Dolphins. Yesterday, the kicker, Jason Sanders, was injured, not while he was practicing or kicking. I don't exactly know the status of where his injury came from, but he did not kick yesterday. We had to have Jake Bailey do the kicking on both sides, punting and kicking. Mike McDaniel, he addressed the Jason Sanders injury.
It was something that, he doesn't appear concerned for week one. He was telling me that he was going to kick extra points, and I was like, yeah, that's we need the 2-point conversion work. So we'll see how that when he comes in, but he wasn't overly concerned for week one.
All right, so Jason Sanders is out right now. Not concerned about coming back week one. So we got to wait for Jason Sanders and Austin Jackson back week one, Vlad. Not exactly ideal. And we're going to need Jason Sanders a lot this year, I'm guessing, in a lot of close games.
You got a lot of injuries for week one. That is not ideal.
Oh.
Running back?
Yep, we just heard about Jalen Wright week to week.
Still want to know what's up with your number one wide receiver.
Tyreek Hill has not played in any games, and he missed a lot of practices.
Tight end one.
Darren Waller, he warmed up yesterday.
Right tackle one.
Yep, that's going to be Austin Jackson.
And now your field goal kick. Now your kicker.
Yeah, who you're going to need, and probably what could.
And you definitely will need them in this type of game, because I think it's going to be a close game between Indy and Miami in week one.
Yep. Get ready for week one. Now, Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, they were back last night. How did Mike McDaniel assess their performance?
No, I think the week and a half or 2 weeks of work will be good for everybody, but for where they're at and what I was looking to accomplish with them, I'm very pleased. I think they're ready to go. That was the kind of the point for doing this a couple times and having guys play is it's the whole game process. You don't want to feel out of sorts or uncomfortable. And every year, it's time off that you need to take your practice development to the game, and you need reps at that game process. So I was very happy that they got that in, that we were able to still stay relatively healthy and gain that experience that was very, very intentional and deliberate by those guys. So happy where their game's at, and look forward to watching them rush the passer.
Yeah, you got to figure we know how good Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips can be. It's about getting reps right now, just getting back into game shape, getting back into game speed, because as we know, Bradley Chubb didn't play last year, and Jalen Phillips played just a handful of games last year. But we know with reps, they can get after that quarterback. Just got to give them some reps. We'll get him going. Oh, speaking about getting reps, Darren Waller, he warmed up yesterday. They asked Mike McDaniel why have him warm up but not play. Yeah.
Yeah, that was very intentional. There's him. There's a couple other guys that I kind of had to go through warm-ups, but I planned on not playing. And he had no setbacks. It was he had a good pre game workout, and so he looked good, and excited to see him next week.
Am I wrong in saying this, Vlad? Mike McDaniel sounded like he was crawfishing a little bit right there with that question.
Say that again?
Am I the only person that feels as though Mike McDaniel was kind of crawfishing a little bit with that answer after the question?
Let's see.
He said,
Let's hear it again.
Okay, do it again.
Let's hear it.
Listen back.
Yeah, that was very intentional. There's him. There's a couple other guys that I kind of had to go through warm-ups, but I planned on not playing. And he had no setbacks. It was he had a good pre game workout, and so he looked good, and excited to see him next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
He got an unexpected question, and
It's like, when you starting a lie, and you're not believing your own lie,
and then you just snowball more,
right?
and more.
Because like when you start a lie, you start believing your lie. That lie is unbelievable. It's so good. It's almost truthful. He started and he was like, let me try to add some more. Let me try to add like some other players to make it not seem like it was only specifically about Darren.
Did you hear he said he had a good pregame warm up?
No, game. How you don't need a stutter to say pregame.
That was my design.
That was my design. And then he tried to add others. Why you? No, leave the others away. Leave the others alone.
I'm starting to worry.
That question was about Darren Waller.
Yeah.
Leave the others. We know about the others. We've known about the others.
You know what? Every player will tell you. Your pregame preseason warm-up is vital to your season. That was just a bad, like, trying to cover up a lie that you didn't really know what was going on.
Like, all right, Coach said, translation, don't need you in a meaningless game. Now go practice your reps. Cool. He could have just said that.
Got caught off guard.
You see how that was a simple 6-second answer that you just gave? Nah, this guy gave 20. This was a 25-second cut, and 15 seconds of it was yeah.
You just say it was by design. It's preseason, trying to get him ready for week 1. That's it.
He might be right. This proves he's not good. He called it. It might be. He's not good at improvising. That's why everything's all scripted. That might be true. That's a good point.
I think the hardest thing is that I'm starting to worry about this Darren Waller situation.
I've done told you that, bro. You can't you just can't start a rap career and then decide to live a rap career and then go back to football.
Oh, and by the way, happy 31st birthday to Kelsey Plum today. I figured I'd work that in sometime today.
That's why he looks so sad.
Maybe that's why I didn't play last night.
He looked sad yesterday.
Maybe that's why I didn't play. He's a little distracted.
He looked sad. Did she play yesterday? Oh, she's celebrating her birthday.
Why not?
Oh man, the Sparks don't play till Tuesday.
No, we're good.
And they haven't played since Thursday.
Oh, enjoy.
Oh my God, yeah, she wilding.
So should we be worried about Devon Achane? He's one of those week-to-week guys, and he's running back 1, running back 2, also week-to-week. So OG3, OG2 could be our guy. Mike McDaniel gave us an update on Devon Achane and how he's helping out Ollie Gordon II.
Well, Devon's there's been no setbacks with him. I look forward to getting him out there in a helmet and shoulder pads again. And he's been instrumental because he's not too far removed from being in the shoes of a rookie or and learning the offense. But he's super prideful with his ownership, and we've over the last couple of years have moved him around everywhere. So, and he understands, I think, the offense very clearly. So that's always beneficial, especially when he's looking to help. He's kind of expanded in his own little leadership role, which has been really cool to watch him mature in that way. And take ownership and pride in leading that room.
Stop distracting me. I'm trying to focus.
Hey, bro. You know what? You're right. We might have to play a drinking game. You know what the game is? You know what the word is?
Leadership role.
Leadership. Anytime you hear leader or leadership,
it's very obvious.
Let's take a shot.
They've made it like we need leaders. We're leaders. They're pounding that home, and everybody says it. Yeah, I mean, if you're at home playing drinking games, every time you hear leadership or leader, go ahead and take a swig or a swallow, because that's the thing. Well, so Devon Achane, it's his third year. The training wheels are quote unquote off. He's going to be running back one if he can be healthy, but also he's going around teaching the rook, Ollie Gordon II, the ropes of how it is to be a running back for the Miami Dolphins. He's being a leader. Pause so you can drink. Okay. Mike McDaniel got a tough 72 hours ahead of him. Why is it going to be a tough 72 hours, Vlad?
Got to cut some guys. He's got to cut people.
By Tuesday, we got to get down to the 53-man roster. Here is Mike McDaniel talking about what these next 72 hours are going to be like for him.
Try to keep a clear mind. Even though you have your certain inferences, you try to keep a clear mind when you watch the tape, to let the tape tell the story. And then what I do know is this team and the collection of 90 have made our jobs very difficult. So the way that looks is you go in tomorrow morning, you watch the tape with the coaches, and I'll get together with all of them, and then get together with the coordinators and with Chris, and we'll start chopping away at some of these difficult decisions. But it's not easy by any stretch. I really keep myself from making any rush to judgment, and allow guys to really play it out and try to settle things on the field. So that involves both game tape and practice tape, a lot of tape of what their resume essentially, and then fitting that puzzle piece together, which is your 53 plus 16, and we'll be we're hours away from that.
It has to be the toughest part of the job, Vlad. You heard it. It's a lot of tape. It's a lot of watching. You hold
I get that.
Someone's job in your hands. You already kind of know who you're going to keep and who you're going to get rid of.
They already knew from weeks ago, man. Listen, I tell you this. Channing said this a month ago. Most of these general managers and coaches, they know 40 to 45 players already of their 53-man roster.
I would say close to 45.
Close to 45, right? So it's the other, say, 8 or so that they're trying to see who can make the roster.
And then the 60
and
on the practice squad.
The guys that they could sign a practice squad. Now, mind you, if you don't, they got to clear waivers and everything like that.
Right.
So a guy that you really want to keep on your practice squad, if he's available and another team picks him up, that's it. So, but the guys that you want. And the other thing is they know guys that they want from other teams. That fit their play. They fit their style of play better, but they didn't get the chance to sign them as an undrafted free agent or select them in the draft. So yeah, it's a tough decision. And you've seen coaches that the teams that worked on Friday, that played on Friday, you already see that they started to make their cuts on Saturday, and that other teams seeing those cuts were able to sign some of these players immediately. Yeah. It's gonna be tough, and I feel bad for a lot of the players because some of them brought their family in yesterday because it might be their only chance of seeing them play a home game wearing a Dolphin uniform. So a lot of these players were there, and they wanted to make sure they put out something on film for them for a chance to live their dream.
Yeah, look, it's not easy. If anybody says they like firing people, they're crazy, because it's one of the most unfun things you can do in your life. But it is not a death sentence. Look, we got a guy named Zach Sealer on this team that was cut, that was living in an RV, that barely made this team after he was cut from the Baltimore Ravens, and now he's one of the best inside defensive linemen in the NFL. So got to just stick with it and work hard, and one end is another beginning. So we'll see 53-man roster.